So the first thing we want to do is put a light peachy base all over the lid. I'm going to use this lighter color from the Dolce & Gabbana Stromboli duo. Using a semi-fluffy brush like this, just going to sweep it from the lash line up to the brow. Taking the NARS number 16 brush, sort of an angled fluffy crease brush, I'm going to take the Chanel Single in Cinnamon, and this is sort of a bronzy plum color. So I'm just going to define the crease. Now I'm going to take the Shiseido Single, and it's a really pretty dark green frosty color. The number is GR712. And I'm going to take this MAC pencil brush in number 219. I'm just going to bring this into the sort of the outer V of the eye. So starting with the outer corner, so that your concentration of color is right here, and then sort of bring it up. We're also going to take some into the lower lash line as well. We're going to make it heaviest at the very outer corner of the eye. Okay, now I'm going to take this Bobbi brown color. It is one of her chrome eyeshadows, and the color is gold, and it's just a yellowy gold color with a lot of shimmer. So I'm going to take the same brush, this big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to tap it on here, and we're going to put it into the ball of the eye. So just right here, just right in the middle of the eye. So now to lighten the inner corner, I'm going to use a beigey color. This is Giorgio Armani, the quad in number 4. So this is kind of what it looks like. I'm just going to use this beigey color. You could also use a color like MAC Shroom. That would work. I'm just going to use my finger. Just swipe some on and tap, tap, tap. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to take this a clean MAC 217 brush, and I'm just going to get a little bit more of that beigey color and kind of just sweep it around the eye area. Now I'm going to take a soft black eyeliner. I'm going to use this Pupa in number 9. It's one of my favorite eyeliners, and unfortunately I haven't been able to find it anymore in the United States. Just going to softly line the inner rims to add a little bit of definition. Now the picture that Scarlett is in, she's clearly wearing false eyelashes. So I'm not going to put on false lashes. I'm not wearing false lashes today, but if you wanted to, you want it like a fluffy sort of eyelash like this that looks very natural, but at the same time gives you that extra length. And the glue I recommend is by Duo, and I would recommend getting the dark tone one. So it comes in a pink package, dark tone, And the reason why is so you don't get that obnoxious white glue line. Because this is great, it kind of just blends into your eyeliner because it dries a black color. After you put on the false lashes, what you should do is go back with a gel eyeliner, and I'm going to use Bobbi Brown's Caviar ink. I don't want it too black, just need it dark. And Caviar is one of my personal favorite colors. So we're just going to draw a pretty thick line. And I'm using the MAC 266 brush, which is a nice angled brush for drawing a pretty thick line. I'm also going to do the lower lash line as well. And what I like to use is the very tip, like right here, that tip for the lower lash line to get a really thin line. If you wanted to, you could also use a thinner brush, but I'm lazy. Okay, so now I'm just going to do a couple things. First thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to take that Bobbi Brown gold color again and just get a little bit, like this much, on your finger. Kind of just tap it into the ball of the eye again to make that area really pop. If you want, you can kind of lightly tap it onto the crease as well. And then I'm also going to take that green Shiseido color again on this little brush here and one of the keys to this look is to just really start sort of pale and then build an intensity and then have your darkest at the outer corners. So I'm going to put on my mascara because I'm not wearing fake eyelashes. I'm going to use Tarina Tarantino, and I actually got a sample of this from Sephora. So I have a nice fluffy brush. And it gives a, if you just use one coat, it gives a really natural finish. But I'm going to use a few coats to kind of give it more drama. So you can kind of see. This eye, my left eye is already done. So I'm going to put on my mascara and I'll meet you back here in a couple minutes. I already have foundation on. I am wearing the Bobbi Brown Natural Finish Longwear Foundation. SPF 15, and the color that I'm wearing is warm ivory. So it gives a fair amount of coverage, and the finish is sort of a satin matte, so not fully matte, and there's no dewiness to it at all. So for the blush, the cheeks are fairly neutral, so I'm going to use Smashbox. This is Blush Rush in the color Ecstasy. So you want sort of a peachy color, with a peachy tan color with a little bit of shimmer, just very slight shimmer to kind of give your face a little more dimension. So I'm just going to use a big fluffy blush brush. And we're going to sweep it kind of more on the outside of the face. So as you can see, the color is really natural looking and kind of just gives you a little bit of a flush. Now we're going to do our lips, and the color in the ad is quite nude, but at the same time has a lot of dimension. So I'm going to use a couple of different products. So the first thing I'm going to do is line and fill in my lips with a light pinky nude lip liner. And the color that I'm going to use is MAC Subculture. And when I do the line, I'm going to line a little bit outside of my lip line to give that really plump, luscious kind of look. So now that our lips are lined, I'm going to use the Shiseido lip color in BE333. So it's a warm nude color. Now her lips are quite frosty. On top of the lipstick, I'm going to use Chanel Twinkle Glossimer. And I want to say that this is actually discontinued in the United States, but I could be imagining things. It's just a really pretty peachy gold color. It has a lot of gold to it, which is really, really nice. I'm just going to apply it directly on top. So that finishes up our lip look, and thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a beautiful day.